Hello, I'm Chris Ryan. I'm a comedian.
Welcome to the stage, Christine Ryan.
And not long ago, I taught my first ever comedy course right in this very room, and a bunch of people I'd never met just walked in and wanted to learn how to do comedy. So this is a 3-part series, and this is the first part. It's called Taking the Lead. I do comedy because it makes me feel happy and different and not invisible. Not only have I got myself doing something I've never done before, which is teach people something, I'm going to have evidence forever of how that went. I don't really know who's going to walk in the door.
Hi, everybody. I'm really interested in comedy about getting older. One of my absolute comedy idols is Dave Allen, and he talks about getting older. And I really admire comedians that talk about everyday life. And I think to myself, God, I could tell that story. In fact, I'm sure I have.
I'm retired, 65, here because I just love comedy. I had a career in finance, and now in retirement, I've just started art classes, guitar lessons, and now comedy. So looking forward to having a great time.
I'm currently a public servant and a mum, so I spend my time going to dance and gymnastics and then work. I work in a lot of trauma, and the way that I deal with my trauma is laughs and comedy.
I have a full-time job. I've brought up lots of children, all now grown up. I felt somewhere along the line I lost my creativity. So I'm back to find it again in whatever way that happens.
I am an actor. I like to do comedy, but I always get cast as people who cry, like all the time. And I'm also a PhD candidate, and it taught me that like a lot of the things I care about, I think the best way to bring people on board is to make them laugh.
I'm a mum of one and he's 14. I seek out comedy to soothe my soul. When I saw this come up on Facebook, I cracked the shits with my husband and son and threw myself on my bed, opened my Facebook account and went, yep, I'll do that, and then regretted it. And so it was difficult for me to get here tonight, and I feel very nervous.
On Thursday night, I got two family, 2 nieces, 2 nephews. I like myself. I will be comedy act like Sam Schofield, you know. Yeah.
The idea that they show up at all and want to learn from you is like enormously gratifying and a real encouragement, to be honest. So I was just really delighted to meet them because I thought, well, that's just kind that they've signed up for this. We're going to raise our right hand and shake it about, and our left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh! Give it a yell! Give it a clap! I think the best thing I can teach you is it doesn't matter whether you are comfortable on stage yet or not. It doesn't matter whether you've performed in any capacity before or not. You all belong here. Comedy starts with observing and writing. I'll give you an example. I was walking through Garema Place many years ago, and I was noticing all the charity muggers. And it's right near a gym I used to belong to and never attend. And I was angry at myself for that too. So I had the shits, you know what I mean? Like, I was walking along, I was like, oh, charity muggers, bloody fitness first, bloody. And then I was like, oh, that's a bit, actually.
I'm sick to death of charity muggers because I'm already giving $30 a week, have been for months, to Fitness First. And you might say it's not a charity. Fact is, I'm giving, get nothing out of it, you know? It's not about me.
And sometimes when you're putting two unrelated things together, that becomes the start of a joke. So be observant. Mother's Group was the most competitive place on earth. It's where women went to see who had the worst birth but didn't take the drugs. You want to use a twist because they're like, oh, I didn't see that. Oh, that's a bit... Oh. At one point, I remember just lying in a bath saying to my partner, and then I do this big smoking act out, this is what private healthcare is all about. So that's a twist and an act out. Look at that, 2 for 1. If you're funny at the dinner table, does not mean you will be funny here. Give yourself kind eyes, not judging eyes. They actually just want you to succeed. The whole purpose of this, in my mind, is to get you on stage, doing comedy,
original comedy that you have written, not from a cracker, but from your mind and your life. If I can give you the confidence to know that absolutely you belong here, absolutely go to open mic, let's overthrow it, because there are too many people who are too confident with the rubbish that they put out there. And I would like to see us win. Sound all right?
I felt, I don't know if I really want to do this. That whole 4 weeks time you're up there, I don't know how I feel about that.
I was very nervous coming along. I didn't really believe that I was actually going to turn up, but my first impressions are that I'm enjoying it.
Next time we will get you up on stage doing a bit. I want you to have an opener ready. So we got to know each other a little bit better. We understood kind of a little bit more about each other, and I tasked them with writing an opener that would set the scene for their very first ever set on stage. And all that will be in part 2, Honing the Craft.